Hey everybody, Rainmaker coming at you for our weekly Serie segment in Italy. Alright, we're going to start with Pescara in Torino playing this weekend. I'm going to go with this total here just to start you off. Perin and Gillet just really don't impress me that much. They're both young. The defenses here really don't seem to be 100% in sync. You see 2 goals here every week, 2 goals there. It's Pescara, Pescara's given up the most goals in Serie A this year. They've given up 37 goals so far in only 20 games. One thing you can do on Pescara is score. And now you want to, have them with Torino in town. Torino needs these 3 points as bad as Pescara does. They're both sitting with 23 and 20 points respectively. I see both of these two teams playing a game where they're both going to be aggressive. They're both going to give all out. I don't think either one of these two teams can either really afford a draw here. I do expect to see both teams to score, and I do expect to see a 1-1 match, hopefully near halftime, within a 55-minute span, to be able to find that third goal here. I'm going to touch this total on it. We're going to go over with the 2 and the 2.5, which is even better, and we're getting plus money on it. Most sites have plus 105, plus 100 on this play. We're going to take this over 2 and 2.5 at plus 105, even money depending on your book. Love the play. I think both of these two are going to find a way to get those 3 goals that we need here. All right. Now, Saturday, I'm going to touch on one game. I'm going to touch on the Palermo and Lazio match that's going on in Palermo. All right. Obviously, we've already discussed Palermo twice in our videos now. Can't win on the road, on their way to relegation, really not impressing anybody. Even at home, they're 3-3-3, which, who really, you're not going to get too far with an average home record. And winless on the road, you're in trouble. I just don't see how Palermo's going to snap out of this funk right away. Now you want to bring Lazio to town. You don't want to bring Lazio to town when you're struggling. This team will take advantage of you. And you can't score on them. Lazio doesn't give up goals. We know this. Wherever you are, it's tough to score on Lazio. How many 3-0, 1-0, 2-0? Lazio will shut you down. Now you want to give me Palermo? Even at home, I don't think they can do what they're really going to do. And I see this plus 150 on Lazio, on that 3-way line. As tempting as that is, and as much as I love that line, and there is true value there, they should be able to walk into Palermo and beat them. I'm going to take the safety net here. There is a safety net with this push on the draw at the pick, on the handicap at 0 pick, minus 120. All right, so we have to pay a little extra for it. But at the same time, if they do find a way, Palermo, for some reason, it can be tricky here. I know a whole bunch of handicappers I've seen out there are posting that they like a draw here. I'm not convinced there's going to be a draw here, obviously, and I do like Lazio to find a way to win this match, but I'm not going to pay the 150 to test the water just in case it doesn't happen. So I'm going to pick Lazio and the handicap and the 0 pick at minus 115, minus 120, depending on your book. If we draw, we have a safety net. If Palermo finds a way to play some football out of nowhere. So let's just play this Lazio pick, 0 handicap, and see if they can at least get 1 point, if not 3. Hopefully they'll get all 3, and we'll get paid either way. Would I like the 150? Come on, who doesn't? Who would not like that plus 150? But we can't be greedy here. It's not about greed. It's about getting plays right. All right, now that's the only Saturday match I'm going to cover. We're going to move back to Sunday. We're going to go with Fiorentina and Napoli. What do we have here? We got 2 clubs through 20 matches have 77 goals scored between them. You need a goal, you can go to Fiorentina because they'll score 2 at home. I really don't see Fiorentina being shut out twice in a row at home, especially with Napoli in town. Napoli could score. Did you not know that? We've seen it happen. How many times have we played Napoli over this year? I'm going to play another one here. They're going to give minus 105 on the total 2.5. Either way, over, under, minus 105. Take your pick and go for your... Yeah, I'm going to take my pick and go with the over here. I see these 2 teams scoring. Neither one of these 2 teams, again, can afford a draw here. And how many times... Napoli's got 1 draw away from home. Fiorentina also doesn't draw at home. I just see that one of these 2 teams is going to find a way to get those 3 points. I'm not going to sit here and say which one it is because Fiorentina can surely upset Napoli at home. And they can score. I think Napoli can score as well. I'm going to take this over 2.5, minus 105, and not feel any guilt about it at all. I like to play it. All right, now we know. You see Siena sitting at the bottom of the table, and even without the 6-point relegation, they'd still be right there with Palermo at the bottom of the standings, no matter how you look at it. So, now we know Sampdoria in the last couple of weeks they beat Juventus down a man, 10 versus 11, and walked into Juventus and beat them. And last week we saw AC Milan and them play to a 0-0 draw, which, Sampdoria in the last 5-6 matches also, they've been playing pretty well. Granted, they're not doing, they're not this standout team that's on their way up the table or doing anything that tremendous. But Siena, here, what do you do with Siena? They can't play football right now. And you want to give me Sampdoria on that pick? I see that Sampdoria on the pick in the plus half at -115, -120, whatever it's sitting at right now, wherever bookie you have. Wow, I think Sampdoria is going to be just fine here. Whether they can get a draw, Sampdoria can find a way to get at least a point, if not all 3 points here in Siena. So another handicap play here with the pick and the plus half on Sampdoria at -115, -120. Sold. I really like it. All right, and then we're going to touch on AC Milan as well here. They're at the San Siro this week. Who doesn't see that? -210 on AC Milan against Bologna. Is AC Milan playing -210 type football right now? That's quite a price to pay double your money to see AC Milan beat them outright at home. And will they win the match? Why couldn't they? I guess they can. Between Sharaway and Pizzini, Pizzini can score. Sharaway can obviously, or Sharawi can obviously score too. That's their offense right now with Pato gone. Obviously, we know he transferred over. So why Bologna is getting +1, +1.5 at decent money again at -115, -120. But Bologna is playing pretty well right now. And they played the midweek fixture at Inter Milan. We saw that with a 2-2 match and ended up losing in extra time midweek in the Copa. And we took that over. We had that over, by the way, which you should have hit. I just don't see any value in AC Milan at -210. Now you want to give me Bologna, but Bologna is not going to give up 3 goals to AC Milan here. If it's a 2-1 match, let it be a 2-1 match. Do I want Bologna to walk in there and draw? Maybe even find a way to upset them? We see that +700 on Bologna. Can't win. No shot. Don't belong here at all. That's a little bit of a joke to me. I'm not about to suggest a +700 on a road team here, but +1.5, +1 and +1.5 is -115, -120 again. I'm going to take this handicap on Bologna. I think they can walk into AC Milan and be just fine. AC Milan's not scaring anybody right now. I'm not intimidated by anything AC Milan's doing. I hope none of you are either. Why should you be? Bologna, +1, +1.5, -115, -120. And of course, we're going to end it with the Serie Salami for Sunday. I make this play for my Pinnacle users in Europe, and I love making this post and this play because I'm Captain Salami. I've been Captain Salami on my website for years. I earned that nickname. That's what I do. Do it in every sport. You know me for NHL, baseball, Serie A. I play the Salami. I see 21 at -110, -109, whatever it is over at Pinnacle, and I'm going to suggest it. There's going to be some goals this weekend. I don't think 5-6 teams are going to be shut out like they were last week. Just don't see it happen. I see goals here, and for Vegas or the line setters to set 21 at just about even money. Show me some twine. I like some twine to be found here. I'm going to suggest to all my European users that you take the over 21 at -109, -110 over at Pinnacle. All right, let's sum this up. All right, we got Pescara and Torino, and I'm going to play the over 2 and 2.5 at +105, +102, even money. However you get it is how we take it. All right, Palermo, Lazio. I'm going to take Lazio in the handicap in the 0 pick at -115, -120, depending on your book. I'm going to take the Fiorentina and Napoli over 2.5, -105. Thanks. Good enough. If you're going to give me a choice there, I'll take that over instead. Siena, Sampdoria. I'm going to take Sampdoria on the handicap in the plus pick and plus half at -120 as well. And AC Milan, Bologna, I'm going to take Bologna in the handicap in the +1, +1.5 to find a way to at least hang out with AC Milan for 90 minutes. Why not? And obviously the last suggested on the Serie A Salami for Sunday at 21 and -109. Take it. 6 suggestions for me coming from the Rainmaker. Hopefully you find a way to make some money this weekend. That's what we're here to do. That's why I shoot these videos, make us money. That's what we do. All right. So obviously, you can check me out, ejtherainmaker.com. You guys at Think Dog all know how to find me over there. This video will obviously be posted well in advance for everybody to get their plays in. So hey, thanks for checking me out. We're going to Italy and we're going to try and make some money over the weekend. That's what we do. It's my 3rd segment in a row. I'll be with you for the next 18 segments and all the way into June. We know Serie B goes into June, and I'll be here for plenty of Serie A and B along the way. Thanks, guys. Everybody have a good weekend, and we'll see you later, all right? Ciao. Buona fortuna. In buco al lupo.